I don't know about OG. I didn't watch the last matches. I know they had like a lot of close games, so I think they definitely like getting in their point, but just still like a missing piece probably.
How about for you, Dan? Where do you see this series going?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think I'm actually leaning towards OG in this series. I think that Heroic obviously a great team, but I think the maps slightly favor OG in this one. I mean, at least statistically, they're a little bit better, but at this stage of a tournament in the playoffs, you definitely expect to see statistics matter a little bit less overall. So I'm ready to eat those words.
Shout out to our observer for the game, Sapphire. And we're live. First pistol round here. OG starting on that CT side. First nice entry from Mounty here. Has another fight in his hands on Teslas, but gets the trade. Alexi B as well here. 4-on-3 situation now. A fast round from Heroic. They're going to be getting the bomb plant already down lower.
Yeah, those players outside keep OG a little late on the rotate as Heroic run towards the secret, so they're going to have time to get into post plants, but there's still a man down. This is on the site, he's killed Cadian, caught in the open, there's a smoke for the defuse as well. Down finds one, Borup is trapped, that's a nice tap, but there's a player above him as well. The nade goes in and the double peek as well. Borup nails another, almost, at the back, but the defuse will come in and OG find the pistol.
Kind of clean round, I would say. Something funny that I noticed, like they did a piece around that I don't know who's created that, but it's kind of trend because we do as well. It's like two guys running silo to heaven, two guys going straight with the bomb. I mean, it's something guys are doing in FPL. Every team is doing. It's kind of random. I don't know.
I like it though because because obviously on CT pistols where you normally circulate, you're either under heaven, so doing a bit of a fake there and then going down lower. Because you saw there to obviously hit the bomb site before OG had a chance to come down. It was a nice retake though from OG, long distance with USBs and stuff like that. You'd argue maybe Heroic wanted to take a little bit more map control away from them. But because there was a buy, or rather a bomb plant, we do see a full buy here from Heroic. Strong one.
Oh. Everybody's damaged already.
How do you like in the economy so far, Vinny?
I mean, I'm gonna say that it's broken because it's the same for us. Like if you get the plant, it's decided for us a win already because we have 3 kills in the next round.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's dangerous, man. I hate those buys. I mean, even that's very impressive from OG of even being able to hold here. Heroic trying with a nice little fast ram play. Maybe not the best location to go when you have the strong buy you have with the AKs.
Exactly. I mean, they bought like some Galil's and Mac 10s. I don't know if they want fully invested. I don't know. They could do better.
Full save now here with just the one flashbang. Normally on rounds like these, you want to try and be a bit cheeky, maybe try and go down vents with the bomb, or sometimes you see more of a fake as well where people do a smoke wall outside and runs down and the guy with the sole bomb planter tries to just be in there and go and plant, but we're not seeing anything of sorts right now. It's going to be a mini split with the one flashbang. Alexi B is here. There's a lot of bodies here though. We have Mounty helping out at the same time, so looking like a complete shutdown here from OG. Just Issa going down.
Everybody just proving their stats. That's the eco round.
Yeah, it's that bad. We love that.
Exactly. Oh yeah, see about it. Oh no. Okay, 3-0.
I love watching you guys on Nuke, Vinny. I think that you guys, obviously this event, maybe not as much, but I think that your T-side approach is just so very unique, and you put a lot of pressure on teams, especially on the inner bomb on the inner bomb side.
Yeah, we created like I mean, Arch created a lot of new stuff on Nuke for the way we reacted in playing. We kind of started like a new train of using outside. We still working on that, but I think like. It's kind of funny, but the hard part for us on Nuke is the city side. That should be the easier one, so we're improving that one.
Yeah, that's a bit of a meme for us, for you guys as well. We say the same thing. I feel like you guys are a very strong T-sided team, but it's CT side sometimes that tend to be a bit of a struggle, especially when people start figuring out the aggression and stuff like that. But
yeah, I would say it's a lot about the aggression on CT. I think we're just like we can get the entry kills, but we sometimes lose ourselves in the situation. Like sometimes we kill like 2 guys 5v3 and it seems the round is harder for us. Like today it's like a 6v4, for example, because we start creating like a lot of gaps on the communication and say like one guy could be there, one guy could be there, and then start like the individual mistakes.
Down caught a really nice lurk timing out ramp. He kills a player in hell, and Cadian even picks one on A. So this bomb's actually come back up from secret instead of going into lower where Valde was waiting. That means the AWP is in a very good position, but the smoke comes down and Down taking him out. Yeah, it was do or die there. Hide or, well, try and win the round. And today it looks like heroic.
I mean, they're gonna have a up for next round if they want to. Do you think Valde can save AK? There's one before in secret probably. Nah, he's just saving.
Bomb's gonna kill him here, right? No?
Yeah, that's supposed to.
Although I feel like the bomb radius on Nuke is so weird. Like,
No, I mean,
Flusher,
honestly, the radius everywhere is bullshit,
Yeah.
man.
It's
I
like
can't-
Vertigo. It's like Vertigo. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
I've seen someone die in banana from an A plant on Inferno. It was like
Yeah.
a deep plant, and they had 1 HP, and they were banana, and they died. I've seen Flusher on B site Nuke. Yeah,
Why?
He's dead. I've seen Flusher on B site Nuke like live on the bomb site. Like he didn't even get to ramp. He was on the bomb site,
Yeah,
and he
exactly.
lived to the
If
bomb.
you-
I don't even know.
If you play close to the first door and you be close on ramp, you take like 10 damage, I think.
Crazy.
The same in
It
Dust
doesn't
2,
make
you can
sense.
survive on the B site by being inside the B site.
Can't-
Yeah.
It's kind of mad.
But that
They
one
should
hurts.
fix them.
That one's like Inferno. That one hurts.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it
but
was-
I just don't like it. You can save even down in pit because you don't get the ninja diffuse and stuff like that. Yeah, you see some cheeky, HEs or mollies trying to kill
Yeah.
the guys that's saving, but I like the fact that you have to kind of take a risk or like the communication of like who's actually holding the bomb. I'm low. I have to run away because the bomb's gonna kill me.
Yeah, exactly.
I want that back.
Double AWP, double FAMAS. Not the most meta, but we'll see if it works out.
One up.
Players dropping B.
Both ups are under.
Valde on the AWP.
Yeah,
I feel
Valde's
like-
running ramp.
OG's one of the few teams in like the top 30 that I feel like everyone AWPs. I've seen 4 players on this team regularly take the AWP, so that's kind of crazy.
Who doesn't like Isa? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Lisa. Alexi's usually second AWP, but it can depend on the map as well.
So here's the gap.
Lots of room.
Yeah. Because they went 3 guys secret. They kill an
30
up, so
seconds.
they're not gonna expect the second up. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's such a tough spot to be in though, because look at the timing here from Valde as well. He misses them.
But they got
having
the right call.
Yeah, but having a retake set up with an AWP here, not where you want to be. So looking for Issa here to have a bit of a showing. Target that he needs at least one. That's a nice nade though from OG. Gets the first.
Oh my god.
See, they're not spotting him. Yeah,
Oh.
2-on-2 now.
Oh, the vent. They're coming up. Borup, will he catch them? That's a freebie. He should know the flash comes from a different player. He doesn't. He's looking the wrong way. Oh,
he's
flicking
around for
back.
This is Art's playing
no
around,
way.
Jimmy.
Yeah, exactly.
The Art in here so much. It's just like impossible, man. I feel so bad for him.
Normally, like he'll
Okay,
rotate
Valde.
to secret, and then he gets like the info that's gonna be A, and just gets stuck in the event. It's all set for him.
As long as he's not saving on B site this time. Or
No,
dying
not
on B
now.
site.
Now he's alive. or not.
Oh.
Nah, he did.
Nice shot.
And Borup is very far here, so he should get away with this. Yeah, he's not even going for it. Good round from Heroic. Was looking pretty dangerous there for a second. Nicely done on the utility damage when Heroic was hitting the catwalk area. Issa doesn't go down, gets 2 kills. But then they finally have the bomb side, and as we noted, I think if Valde had a bit more timing there, sure, he could have gotten the kill, but having a retake potential without an armor even, with an AWP, is asking for a lot.
So
That's the sad part about being a CT. You lose 2 rounds, you're poor, and look at the G side.
That's what I mean. That's why I'm not a fan of the new economy either. I feel like whoever gets a first good for start here in this first side of the map, it's just like you just get so many rounds, and you have to kind of string rounds together. We have a matchmatic here going on. Not sure why. Technical pause is called. We used to see this a lot more back in the day when people misbought. Just said there was something. Sorry, I'm lying or something. Matchmatic, please.
and then even before that, the DDoS days,
Yeah.
Yeah.
delaying games for hours at a time. Don't miss that. Oh my god. We didn't do. I think I was the only one that did a prediction for this one. I said OG. I'm going to stick to it. Do you guys have predictions for this game?
Let me see the maps. Just don't.
It's Nuke. I want to say Train and Inferno.
No, Nuke, Inferno, and Mirage. I'm going with the Heroic here.
I'm gonna go with Heroic as well. I think that they've just been very impressive in my opinion as of late. And for OG, they are a good team, but I feel like whenever I get a chance to see them, they are a little bit more inconsistent compared to Heroic. So yeah, I definitely have them favored here. But you never really know with OG. It's one of those days of does Alexei B have a great day of the calling and stuff like that? Does he do a good job on the T side? And I think it's going to be dangerous. But I think Heroic just does a very good job right now with working as a unit and doing the trade game and having nice executes to kind of fall back on at the same time.
One thing to note too is that in this game, just for context, OG are a little bit. I think they're a little bit better on their T side of Nuke actually than their CT side. So
are they hoping for like 9 rounds each? It's enough. I mean, the fun part of this map was gonna be like Inferno because both teams looks bad. So who knows? Who knows who get it?
Vinny, all right.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
No, I was gonna say.
Just looking at the stats. I didn't play against them, but
If Heroic win, it's 3 maps. If OG win, it's 2. Like, I don't see any other way right here. I agree. I've never seen Heroic win Inferno in my life, I don't think. So right now, things are going okay.
I think it was
Money's
like
broken
10
for
losses
OG.
on Inferno. 10?
Ooh.
Yeah, 10 or 9, I don't know.
Fast round here now, though. It's only... We do have 2 members here from OG. Actually, we have a flank from Alexei B coming behind. Maybe, yeah, it might be too little too late. Yeah.
He can get the planer. Let's see. We'll have a bomb. Burp. And he's
Oh,
there.
here we go. Yeah.
Yoink.
Cheap kill, we take that.
There's
Won't
still
save the
2
weapon,
in
though.
lobby. Ah, nice wrap. Nice try at the wrap. They can go down vent now. Mantu's missed the timing. They need to get down ASAP to help with the bomb. But Mantu coming in on the lobby flank. If Stown stays here, maybe there's a kill for Mantu, but right now just think about saving. No armor. Was only an eco for OG, so 3 rounds.
I think he could be a little bit aggressive. I mean, he was the only gun in the round.
Yeah, I was surprised there too. Normally we see the AWP try and go for an entry or 2 at least, and then hopefully you have the USPs and a nice stacked setup somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is stable round again here from Heroic. Sure, we have Issa walking outside, but not sure if he's gonna be lucky with a kill. We know that Borup went down on site, so even getting that AK is gonna be near impossible. But Staven might be going down here. We'll see the timing.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Nah, he's not going down. Ooh.
Full
Orb
man
saved.
That's the
That's
most important thing.
So that's the 10 in a row for King. Yeah. Decent buy. He's looking really good for this side right now.
Yeah, we'll see here. He actually drops the AWP to Mantu here. We'll see what the approach is here. Don't see a timeout. So this is really the first. This is a really good buy for both of these two teams. So
Is it going to be the first real go round or the second go round?
I think so. I think it's the first real one, right? With like this much utility.
And not even first then, because maybe Kid have an XM, so.
He also have a shotgun, this guy.
Yeah.
On the hut.
I mean, it's a pretty easy kill there.
The molly, man.
Oh.
Never spreads.
See, that's the problem with the A one.
Yeah, it's so buggy, man. Like you throw it, you're expecting, oh man, let's hope he just covers it, and he doesn't for once, and then he's just stuck in that spot with an auto shotgun. We're talking to Vinny now, though, so I mean, he's used to that shit. He's used to the bullshit.
Yeah. Now I'm the B player. It's easy for me. I just throw nades and run.
Oh,
There we go. That's what we're looking for. The auto shotgun. Oh, a classic.
That's not true.
maybe you can blow the AK to him, but doesn't look like it. Oh, they're out ramp. Valdi's got to drop. Respect it. Breaking the windows, it's a ruse though. Tessa is making noise outside that should be heard by Issa. It sounds like a B play right now to OG, but Valdi is alone.
He tried to fake the window glass. Let's see if it works.
Ooh.
He died. Yeah.
There's the open hut.
It's looking good for them, but it's gonna be a 2v3. They have ramp? No, they don't have ramp. It's gonna be a high round for OG. They play
these
this
are
correct.
smoked from
They have
Mantu,
secret for sure. Yeah.
Mantu's being smarter as well. They know they're on vent controls, so
Ooh.
obviously not going through there. That's a nice double boost there. We tend to see a lot of that from Heroic, especially Cadian. Extra 1-on-2 now though. Tessa's by himself. Dropped the smoke though. Good position there, I'd argue, from him. That's a nice shot from Mantu. Oh man, yeah, super close. I was gonna ask you, Vinny, when you talk about ramp, have you always played ramp? Did you play ramp in the old version of Nuke as well?
No, I always play A, but because of like new players and roles, I switched like I think 3 months, 2 months.
Oh, okay. So what
Yeah.
do you think of that spot so far? Obviously, to your point, I think the ramp players, in my opinion, very much like you pointed out, right? You have information plays, you drop a nade or a smoke, and you kind of fall back.
Yeah.
Do you like it, or do you kind of like inner a little bit more now that you had a chance to play both?
I would say, if I'm saying by myself, like I prefer playing B than A because it's more calm and like it depends on all the stuff that happens depends on me, So if I want to play just for info and like help the team, and I couldn't do that. But if I want to kill and like just get around killer like in the first 20-30 seconds, I can do that as well. I would say I kind of struggled in the last match against Cloud9 because I was playing the first match actually. I was playing to get info, but they were not going B to hit B. They were just to get ramp control.
Yeah, I know that. I was talking about that too as well. I saw the tendencies for you guys. I was suspecting maybe stop going down underpass. Let's fight for upper. But they did a really good job, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
With their T side,
I think we're just about like the way they're trying to take the map. So I mean, I just play a second map, trying to kill and it worked way better.
Ooh. MBK creeping forward here towards the hut position, and Heroic just sort of sitting on the map control that they have at this point in time, which is very, very, very little. I mean, they have outside, but that's about it. And they're kind of pausing, I think, for information plays from the CT, seeing if there'll be a play to be made. And there it is. That's the play. Spawn sees MBK in a poor position. He's able to take him down. And they know, of course, that that's the hub player. 30 seconds to go. The main push through. He's at the backside. Unable to get what he wants. And that kind of seems like that might be it here. They're completely out of position, OG, after those 2 kills. It would have had to have been something from MBK or Issa. But they get nothing this time around.
They did the same rotation that the other round, and that's why they lost the round. They lost the round actually because they knew they were going to like secret lower actually, and they put again three players on B. So like they had like two CT on secret and like the upper on B. So outside was 3. I don't know if they like Heroic know about that or just like they're gambling and this is working.
They lose the AWP though. 2 guns saved, but it could have been way better. Valdi's been scarred. He's hiding in the back corner, avoiding the bomb at all cost.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's like the 3rd round there now. He's like, please, not again.
Yeah, that's
but he barely took damage there, so I think I could see why he kind of stood on the back there before. But obviously, when we talk about the walls and stuff like that, essentially in the short area, there's 2 more walls that the bomb has to penetrate versus behind side of. But I think it was only just a few chunks of damage there after the bomb plant.
Yeah, if you don't have armor, you're going to get wrecked by the bomb as well, worth noting. Mantu loses his AWP at the end on ramp, so they can't really buy here. They have 2k a player. 3 alive could have meant something, but probably just the eco around these 2 saved guns for OG. This looked like a collat, honestly, waiting to happen.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. They need to change something. Heroic like have do like the whole control of the map every time they want. So
what would you do here then, Vinny, for next round, for first weapon? Obviously it's a gamble. We're putting you to the test.
Oh yeah, exactly.
What would you have liked to see?
I mean, okay, that's a.
Yeah, you can think about it for a second. I think so.
A-Tape right now.
I would say like, they did 2 rounds like similar, and the problem was they fake B and when A. So like, or you could have one guy focus on secret, taking info, help or stuff like that, or just early round you put like 3 guys outside to have outside.
I like that. Bomb goes down here. We'll see if we'll see a timeout next. See if we'll see a change of pace here from OG to Vinny's pointer. I mean, that's 5 rounds on the board from Heroic here on that T side. So really, time to get some more rounds on the board. String some rounds together as well. You don't want to come into the next half being in a deficit on that T side on Nuke. Very difficult area to play.
Unicorn round, maybe 10 alive at the end. Is it gonna happen?
I think they guys are just trying to.
So,
I mean,
oh my
they're
God.
saving.
Oh, Tesses, what have you done?
Oh, 3 AK.
Jinxed it again.
Yeah.
Cast a curse.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh, technical false. No.
Ah.
I think that the guys are still talking though, even though it's tech, right?
Yeah, I think it's hard to enforce online.
Well, you say that, but it's like one of those things of like, it's not really hard to enforce. Just have an admin in the channel, you know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
sure.
Yeah. I mean, we had it on blast. We couldn't say nothing. And it's kind of funny because we know that we can't say it, but some like one guy the team just starts saying, and the enemy, no, please stop. Every time.
Vinny, you played Heroic in the Global Challenge at the end of last year. You had a pretty crazy Nuke game there.
Exactly. I remember.
yeah.
I think it was 25 something.
Like 3 overtimes, I think.
Yes.
2-3 overtimes. Yeah. Just wanted to hear your thoughts on that. You know, does that make you respect Heroic a lot more on this map? Do you think?
No, for sure, but I don't. I can't remember actually what happened in that game because I mean, a lot of matches.
Yeah.
I remember that we were. Let me check the info because I remember that I think they picked the map and we kind of knew that.
It was like
Heroic.
10-5 CT sides, I think.
Heroic, yeah, 10-5, 10-5. So yeah, for the first time we played good on CG. And we just grew up the G side. That's kind of rare. Yeah, see, Heroic picked the map. We kind of knew that it was like one of their best maps, and we're not scared, I would say, but we're like really studying them and seeing how they are. I think they are playing actually the same style. I would say they're abusing a lot of sorry and slow. They play like I would say Europe plays like this. Like they do nades and wait. They take map control and it's like 1 minute. One guy is deciding where they go. It's slow, you know. And
I was going to ask you about that in terms of your preparation, Vinny, in terms of versus these teams, right? Do you look at do you mind do you put more focus on your guys' game plan, or do you properly go into it and go with a little bit more anti-stratting as well?
The way we see the matches going, we are always focusing ourselves because we know that the clash of styles actually doesn't happen because every time we play, we impose our style on the guys. They can't play their style. They normally they play in a different way just to counter us, and it happened like with Mouse yesterday. They were playing like really aggressive. So it's the same style for us, I would say. But every time that we have these fights, we are kind of having the mistakes that we are doing in practice. You know, you're having an advantage, and we're having the map control, and you didn't know how to use it properly. So we're just still like fixing that. And one thing in practice that happens that doesn't happen in tournaments, like the way we play aggressive, it's the same. But on practice, people try more to take duels against us. So it kind of they rounds in like 20 seconds, 25 seconds. But you come in tournaments and people don't. Funny. Yeah, people are not that abusive, you know. So we just have like these slow rounds that take forever.
We always in Dignitas, because obviously we didn't play in the same league, Flashpoint versus Pro League. It's always fun to practice against you guys because I think the tendency that you guys have, because it's like one of those things of we know that you guys are playing the way that you guys are playing in official games. So even if it's for us, it's like, oh man, like what the fuck, Arc is in here again, you know, like
we know.
Yeah, but it's great because same can't be said about like some other teams. But I think it just provides like a lot of good practice when you get a chance to actually practice what you're supposed to be playing in officials. And I think you guys, out of a lot of the teams, I feel like have really taken that to heart in some sense of let's properly get to a point where we're gonna have rounds. Obviously, we're gonna have games where it's not gonna work. But
Yeah, exactly.
we're gonna have to keep trying and keep getting better at it. And I think that you can really just tell that as well, because I think that you guys slumped a little bit early last year, but then come back and you didn't change much in terms of play style of like keeping the aggressive play style. I think you just worked on some changes and stuff that you needed to change in order for it to still work, which I find very impressive.
Yeah, last year we have like a lot of problems. Like we have Gary Bannon, and that affected us a lot in the server, in the matches, because he helps like a lot and doesn't like normal situation like how the team is conversing with each other and people are getting mad at each other, stuff like that. And we had like some problems with Henny about like the way you're playing, but I mean about individual stuff. So I think when we see sometimes we practice with some teams that we actually get mad because they play against us, but they play like super aggressive. And then we go like watch a match. They playing like a random
They're
tournament.
passive. They're not even on TT spawn. You're like, what the fuck, man?
The guy that's rushing being like 10 seconds is holding for 50 seconds. So like, yeah, why you practice it like that again? I mean, we're just losing our time. So
thinking about Gary a little bit there. So obviously you saw the change with the major system a few days ago. Would you say that Gary is very active while you guys are online here and stuff like that? Does he talk a lot during the rounds and stuff? Or does he, is there a lot of prep heading into the game? And do you think that this won't, damage you guys a lot heading into the major qualifiers?
So, I mean, he helps us a lot in game, but he tries not to be a six player because he knows that in like in majors, he knows in normal tournaments like on lane he can be. So it's like he knows what he's doing, I would say about preparation was the same. It's just about how the players were feeling inside the server. I don't know how the major is gonna work because I saw I mean, technically he's supposed to be one major ban. I would say I don't know how that works as well. We're trying to figure out because of the new ASIC system points. So
I forgot about that actually. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Because I think if you do the math, you have like 2 points, so that's pretty much one major. But I don't know if that's gonna happen, so I mean they're just trying to figure out.
So we still have a technical here. We're trying to figure out what's going on. All 5 players have been on the server, or all 10 rather, have been on the server for a while. So I'm not sure if we just have some routing issues and just spiking ping and whatnot, but hopefully we'll be back here momentarily.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a player restart here on the PC.
Oh, okay. I hate that. I hate technical pauses.
Yeah, that takes a while.
Yeah.
I was just perusing the stats because why not? We got this little break, and man, HL TV has so many awesome stats to peruse, so why not? And yeah, it seems like we're kind of on course here. Heroic, a team that's going to be better on the CT side, and OG better on the T side. And I think I can just like tell you the stats actually. We have for Heroic, they actually win about 60% of their CT rounds and 44% of their T rounds. Whereas conversely, for the likes of OG, it's actually quite different. They are winning more rounds on the T side, which is going to be 55% and then 46% on the CT side. So kind of like it kind of matches up so far with what we're seeing. Obviously, it doesn't really tell too much of the tale. Obviously, it's all in the details. And speaking of the details, like, is there anything that you guys feel like OG should be doing differently right now, given that they have been on the, it's been difficult for them to secure momentum. They've been able to win some rounds, but they're unable to secure that momentum just yet.
I mean, I'm gonna stick with the same thing. I think they need to fight for space. They're like just leaving outside and having no aim for the map. They stack a bit twice and leaving like the. If you want a guy who walks heaven as a cheat, I mean he could win all the rounds easily.
Yeah,
That's what we talk about a lot of, just tendencies of like the T's and where we have them, because I think a lot of people, try and string some rounds together. So if you notice the tendency of like, oh, the T's are not going down lower, to Vinny's point here, right? Like, why are you stacking 2 guys lower if there hasn't been a lot of activity? Yeah, I think you can take that fight to them even before they get a chance to go lower. Maybe that's an aggressive yard setup with an AWP and T-Red, having a rifle there as well by Mini, and obviously one more aggressive, or maybe that's an aggressive lobby take in the beginning. I think there's a lot of options here, especially when we talk about how Nuke has kind of developed as a map as a whole, being one of the most played maps. We see the tendencies of when people take outside actively, you tend to see more and more teams now obviously going into lobby and trying to take that map control. I absolutely agree with Vinny here. I think that it just comes down to initial approach of they're gambling a lot of thinking that they're going to go down lower to plant, but in reality of like we just have to fix that. Let's just fight before they go down lower. We're having severe issues right now holding map control. So.
Yeah, and I've seen a couple rounds where there's been like that bait where it'll be like outside control for Heroic, trying to bait OG to maybe take a lobby, where they'll actually have a couple players like waiting to catch something like that and trying to play against the meta in that way. So it would be kind of cool to see OG do something that they just take all of the guesswork out of the picture, take some proactive battles. Maybe outside is the place to do that, and just gamble it a little bit. But yeah, for now, I think it's pretty even, and it doesn't really feel like anybody's ahead for me, knowing some of the team's tendencies on both of the sides. What do you make of the action so far, Mr. Hugo?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really had any money, right? It's just been OG's just trying to save orbs and getting away with 2 players or 1 player around. So I feel like we haven't seen what I want to see yet, which is actual gun rounds and more of them. But yeah, going back to the outside control and the B drops for Heroic, I feel like if OG start, even taking Secret early from like crossing red, trying to get across and not get picked by Silo, or just dropping off of ramp, putting a player lower, I feel like that's way more easy than just having this ramp rotate player, getting caught. I feel like Valdi's been left saving B many rounds, but yeah, I don't know. I want to see more gun rounds before I make too much of a mind up.
And that's really, to Vinny's point here again, just the fact Valdi's a really good player. So the fact that he's not being able to go into the game and being forced to save lower and not being very active on the map, I actually think it's a big problem for OG, and we kind of have to figure out a way to kind of activate the guy a little bit more. Let's not find ourselves in positions where he's literally just holding down lower and he never even sees a guy. I think that's not the right approach here, especially now when we kind of notice as well, Heroic seems to be on point a little bit as well individually, so we need all the firepower we can get. I do think we're back here as well, so we're going to go back momentarily in the game. Like I said, we just had a player restart their PC, so probably just some small issues, but hoping that's going to be resolved here.
What do you guys think? I put this loosely, but what do you think OG's problem is? And I say that very loosely, but considering like the players we have, the firepower, the experience, I feel like the results that we get for OG, well, firstly, like inconsistency plagues them, right? But I feel like they have the pieces to be a top tier team, but we haven't really seen that online as of late. Do you think the online thing plays into it, or is there any other glaring issue for this team?
I mean, I can go for. I think it's.
First, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just severe communication issues. I think when you have 5 guys that's just speaking other languages and then coming in, picking them in a team, and CS is a very stressful game. It takes a lot of time, and especially some might be more prolific on English and some might take a little bit longer. And I think because of that and the stressful moments, I do think it takes Alexa B a little bit more time than to kind of activate. But that's why we kind of see, you mentioned inconsistency, and their highs are extremely high. Yes. But they also have these like, fall flat kind of matches where you're like, wait, what's going on here? Like, it looks like they barely even practiced. So I think if they can manage to sort that out, I don't know how long this team has been around for now, maybe 6-7 months, right? So it's getting to that point now where we kind of expect them to be a little bit more consistent in all the events that they're playing.
We just saw that attempted solution for Alexa B, crossing Secret out of spawn first time, and Heroic molly it. They molly the left cubby. I don't know if they saw him. I don't think they did, but that's really good awareness.
But look again,
Heroic.
to Vinny's point, look how many, 3 guys lower.
It's the same problem, and they're going heaven.
So we're expecting here a lobby play. Yeah, I like this at least from MBK and Issa. They had to do this. It's all going to be on Staben now. But yeah, another bad approach from OG, I'd argue. Issa at least gets that, so they have at least the lobby presence here. But them having control and all that, look at the spots. I mean, this is just
Yeah,
not a
it
great
is a safe
situation to
round.
be in. Yeah, absolutely, right? So to Vinny's point, and I think, I 100% agree here. I think that it's just in general, if we don't find a solution into like how do we hold above, the ground, like how can we put 3 guys down in underpass and just going for these gambles, and just doesn't pay off. I think these under catwalk plays that we saw, Mousesports did the same thing, and I think that they're just very powerful when the CTs just don't have the economy and they just don't have a grasp for the game.
I don't know why they would lean B in a round like that, right? Because you say there's 3 lower, and that's true, but one of them is Valde on ramp, who's like walking up and down the ramp, so he's actually still holding his spot. He's not technically on B, but I think it was Issa is down there as well as Alexi, and if he's cutting off Secret, Heroic is smoking it and volleying it. I don't know. I don't think you need more than 1 player down. You've got ramp covered. You're not going to get vent dived.
I think the way the round started was good. The problem is the Mantu rotation, because he's going to be a lot. So I mean, the 3 rounds it was the same. If he just stay heaven, like looking outside and seeing if the guys going lower, go back or just like go mini, it's just another round, They are kind of scared of like having 2 M4s on lower, and they are trying to expect to hold that, but they are afraid as well of ramp. I mean, I don't know how many players they count on the server.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're scared everywhere. It sounds like.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, see, if they're going lower to smokes, I mean, probably it's gonna be 3 guys.
Ooh.
Like 2 guys on ramp, or vice versa. So I mean, it's not that much turbo.
Nice spot for Mantu. Heroic faked the smokes red to cross Secret, and even though Alexi's already there, Mantu picks them going main. He doesn't see the second player though. Tesses gets in, and now Heroic can set up for this A split. There's a really big defense though here. Still a player in the open. Caught though. Valde's on a rotate. The AWP's up in heaven rather, and now Heroic surely know that. They can molly it off and get the plant. Another save, perhaps.
Yeah, forced to back up. At least wait for the smoke. Alexa B in the vents here, so you could argue here Mount is going to be throwing a pop flash from CT spawn. Hopefully here, bomb hasn't gone down yet, so we talk about situations. It's 3-on-3, but once the bomb starts to get planted, it's a 3-on-3 situation essentially. You take the bomb planter out of it, but I just don't think that they're in a position here. 4-on-3 situation, lost the bomb site as well, and in the positions they were in, might as well save.
Yeah. I mean, I feel Valde. He's playing like the same spot every round, and he's not playing CS pretty much. He's just rotating.
Yeah, exactly. He's not getting activated. And again, we talk about the whole thing of not a lot of focus for inner or even aggressive yard play. And I think that they're at the point where they're like, oh, they have to go down lower eventually. They just have to go down lower, and we'll once that happens, we'll get them. But now it's 7 T rounds now on the hands of Heroic. Only 4 to OG. Saves the 3 weapons, but it really gets to a point now where you're just gonna have to start getting some rounds on the board.
I mean, the way they're playing, the only thing they can do that kind of works, I mean, is pushing lobby like everyone, but that's pretty much a gamble.
I feel at least
gamble
like
and OG.
Oh, go
Sorry,
ahead.
go
You go.
No, after you, Dan.
All right, I was just gonna make a quick point about Valde, whereby if it's gonna be a player that's like left completely cold in a half, Valde is one of those players that he can have no action for a long time but still be really in the zone. Whereas there's a lot of players, I think more commonly, a lot of players do need to be kind of getting the kills, getting the feedback that they're kind of in the game. Whereas Valde is kind of good at just always being able to deliver, and he's got a really good mindset. But yeah, over to you, Hugo.
Thank you, Dan. Yeah, nothing to add on that. Good point. And OG, they love a gamble. We know what their Inferno CT side is like, but hey, we'll see that later on. Let's not dive too deep. Heroic, going back outside. What a surprise. The orb's here, though. Can Cadian get the pick?
Oh, now they want to fight outside. Let's see.
I was gonna say Valde is lower here, but he's very fast. He's gonna be. I like this as well, right? Like this is the first sentence that we see. They're fight for outside instead. There's gonna be 3 guys here, and Valde's already ready as well for lower. Should be getting another kill here and potentially falling back. Like to change the pace here, but is it too little, too late from OG?
I don't know if that's a good angle. Yeah. Oh.
Headshot mid-air. Nice trade.
Oh no.
That's
No.
big.
That's a very aggressive spot to be in when you're a 5-on-3 situation. Even when Valde going down, it's a 4-on-3, and make the argument that maybe we want to fall back a little bit, but makes it a 3-on-3, and now this is when the map kind of opens up again. for once at least, Valdez dead, so he's not going to be saving for lower. Yeah, Mantu down there instead.
I'm really glad OG don't make the same mistake and drop 2 lower here, considering how many rounds Heroic have taken Secret and come back up and ended A. OG, if they made that mistake again, that'd be painful. They still have a very good chance in this round. They have 2 mollies. They have a player in lobby. Just got to watch out as the Heaven Wrap comes.
Yeah, I mean, they've been doing this again and again. Sure, as you pointed out, Hugo, Isa is in lobby here, but it's MBK. It's going to be taking a lot of heat here momentarily.
Time.
Just trying to be alive.
Oh.
Good trade.
And there's the kill. Lobby cleared, and it's a B player. Mantis come up Heaven. He's done it silent. They don't know yet. Oh, they're not looking. He had a gone now, swinging with a pistol, and he shoots the wrong player. Maybe if he goes for Nico, he could have gotten out of there, but big round for Nico, 3 kills and 8 rounds for Heroic. Again, just the same, back to yard, down B, back up A, the closer round. Even though OG made right adjustments, right? Alexi had that smoke kill early, Valdi goes 1 for 1 lower. That was a nice try for OG.
I like the way this Valdo started playing the round. I mean, he kind of knows that he's not playing all the rounds because they're just going A. So if you leave B for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, it's kind of okay, because even if they rush B, you're still on B. You can hold B from on the ground.
That's why it's such a unique position, right, Vinny? Because you talk about ramp as well. Of like it's map control, but it doesn't really give you much. You know, exactly. It's not a bomb site. So like you're saying, I think I think more and more teams can afford themselves to kind of gamble a little bit more on maps like this. Very much the same on, for example, Dust 2 on CT side. You smoke, double doors, and we see more and more teams kind of going, 4 towards A in the beginning. Kind of the same tendency.
Issa could get spammed. He's super low. Heroic, they love spamming. I don't know about this wall, but they love spamming Hut and killing main players, Tetris players. So it's looking like A right now. Nico, his timing on the lurk is going to be important, especially with Valdir in secret. Not playing too aggro, but could just peek over the top and spot this this main player. Timing is everything.
I don't think that's a good spot for Issa.
Oh, his Valde. Oh, he peeked. He didn't get any info. He's going to go back. Yes. Oh, nailed. Issa, he gets one in the hut. They could drop Bent here. They know they've killed a secret player. That's a good reaction for Heroic. Down B they go. They avoid this stack. 3 on the top site. And Nico's come down secret as well.
When 2 dies, they lost the round. Actually, that's not even dead anymore.
That was a pretty big opportunity. That was the bomb. Someone else would have had to have run over there, and now it's looking really hopeless again. OG really struggling. You have to credit just Heroic, just how they're moving around the map. They're finding and creating great timings. That kill onto Valde from Nico as well, that was huge.
Actually, that kill that made the round go like that, because they knew that there's no CTs on the ground. If you have like a CT on the ground in 40 seconds in the round, they know they are stacked A. That was a good rotation and a good call for them.
Yeah, another 3K for Nico back to back, so he is popping right now.
13-6.
What a beast. How does he get this one?
Yeah, just the fact that you just get the traded there. You'd argue, I would be yelling at Freiburg at that point. That's notorious. Freiburg gets a kill and just picks up a nade and be like, what are you doing? Please, for the love of God. Keep the weapon up.
I love to do that in like V2 situations.
Well, you love taking up nades?
Yeah, I kill one guy and it's like, it keeps 1v1 and I push the nade and die. A good habit.
Ooh.
That's a good start. That's through the smoke as well. I wonder, was he trying to go down in vents or was that just from in lobby there?
That's a weird angle for an ABK. If they flash, what you do? We press it. You go back? Yeah. You heard me.
Yep.
Bit of a different in approach here, Heroic. They do a fake for outside, and we know that they've been abusing that. And making their way towards ramp. Finally, Valde gets to see someone at least. Was boosted up there. Put the smoke up as well.
Don't want your ammo. Okay.
Oh, that looked like his. That might save the round here. A 3-on-5 for Heroic.
He wanted too much.
Yeah, I think that's definitely a mistake. Comes back from feeling not very active on the map.
First action in the game, so he was feeling.
Yeah, no, that's what I was You would have done the same, Vinny, don't lie.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I'm gonna be inside as smoke and abuse the phage.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, you would have gone past it, gotten the other guy behind him instead.
Exactly.
5-7. Oh, no way. Issa back at the site, they line up, bomb dropped. Oh, he's got the round. Lovely spot. He's been playing that a few times on these heaven wraps as well, and he got a 2K with a FAMAS there earlier.
I mean, that's nice. That's such a nice round from Issa there. I mean, you see the choke that Heroic actually gets there. The fact that Issa gets 3, I mean, that he saves them the round, but 1 second later, Issa, you see here, yeah, look, on heaven as well, obviously gets the first 2, and Nico is in just a great position. Fantastic round, 4 kill from him. Can they make it 9-6 to close off the half? Maybe there's something to play for. It's going to be 10-5 in favor of Heroic. Very dominant this half so far. But it's nice to see OG at least alive with two rounds here as of late.
So they can follow the channel. Secret already. Running. It's gonna be a fake.
Bomb's going down by the looks.
Yeah, it's gonna sim it around.
Don't worry, Valde's here.
And Alex speed dies again. See?
Oh no. Oh, and he's just jumping in the corner. They might hit this.
Oh my god.
Impressive. Can someone lob a nade? No, he's so far now. That's given Garage over. They spot him. Oh, he's trapped in spawn. Oh, it's about staying alive now. Hiding in the back. He's dead. Orb from heaven with 1. And now it's just a brawl. Now it's just Tessus is walking a smoke. And he'll pay for it. 3-on-3.
That was a nice shot from Nico. Gets control. Manto was there to help Alexi B out, so he gets first one, but again, it's still the same abuse from Heroic. They found the winning concept here. Kaden gets Valde as well, but Nico again up in heaven.
No, it's
For the same spot.
Well, they're expecting it now like that, starting, round 15. So now they're like, oh, wait a minute. Watch out for heaven. Kaden does have the bomb here, though, and a molly, so sure, doesn't have information on where they could be. But
I hear the guy dropping, so he's scared.
Yeah, MBK got a pick on top as well, so I feel like, should know now that they're both on A. The molly and the plant will come through. No denial.
This is now all of a sudden very winnable. We'll see what he ends up going for. Oh, that's best pick for Cadian.
That was
Big brain.
Yeah, but now it comes into the fact that at least Cadian doesn't know where the last player is. Slow though, but he doesn't have that information. Obviously doesn't want to scope here now as well, making a sound cue, so forced to just stay scoped. This is now, yeah.
Easy.
Easy.
Great
What a half. Yeah, I mean that's the end of the first half there. We're gonna be jumping to a break. Yeah, we'll be jumping to a break. We'll be right back with the second half of map number 1. We'll see if OG can come back from this.
Welcome back, Heroic versus OG, and we're in the first map of our best of 3 series. It's our last quarterfinal of the day, and before we jump into the second half, just a quick big shout out to our official betting partner of CS Summit 7. It's Betway. Thanks for making the matches so exciting and killing the odds. You're all great. Now, back into the game. Heroic favorites, and right now showing up in a big way. 10-5 up, great T side, and they're not waiting around, are they?
I was going to say, let's expect a fast play from Heroic here, or even a fast potential retake. There's no kit and not a lot of nades, just an HG on Nico here. So them going aggressive, getting Valde up first. It's really what you'd like to see.
I mean, they just pushed Squeaky for nothing. I think they heard something for sure. Oh. Anyway, he's going huge here.
What? Okay, that was Issa. Not the flick. Plants in. And coming up secret is the only pick being given over. Oh, the back box being used by Issa again. Doesn't matter. He's going to play it every single round, apparently.
That's his
And we have
box,
a game.
man. You don't touch Issa's box. You know?
That's the
That's
only
the round.
reason they go A, isn't it?
Yeah, he's like, guys, I'm in position. Let's go.
I'm calling that Issa from now on.
Yeah, that's true. That should be Issa. I don't know what that box is called. Do you have a name for that box, Vinny?
No, they're behind
Oh,
box.
behind box. Yeah. Okay, so we found a name for it now. It will be now called Issa. As a fun fact for people, NBK obviously he stands a lot of above hut, but right above the hut on the railing there as well is also a position called NBK. He used to play there a lot back in the day. So there's a lot of players that gets their names called after certain positions they play a lot in.
If
I
you
don't know
had
why,
to-
but we use the nickname. Like we use Nash on the top left part and Twist in the other one. Wait, it's just something random.
It makes sense because you probably play them a lot. Right?
Yeah.
Like, oh
And
man, okay.
we die a lot for Nash there, so yeah.
Yeah.
That's common.
Robert, if you had to name a spot after yourself, what spot would you name?
I have spots apparently still. Yeah, even on Vertigo, because my nickname is so easy to call, right? Fifth. So it's like one of those things of let's give it. So I think the French teams have the bomb box on the A bomb side on train, the one in the middle of the bomb site. I think that's called Fifth. But yeah, I have also up in Long on Archway left side, up in there, what used to be called Fifth as well. I think there's some spots, I'm old school, I'm a boomer.
Yeah.
It was nice to see when I started coaching again that actually, they said that we kept some of the names. So it's nice to see my name is still in CS somewhere. Obviously, don't have a photo and a major trophy in game, so I guess I could be happy enough with having a spot called after me.
We have forests in some maps.
Oh, where?
On Mirage bench. I don't know.
yeah,
why.
okay, yeah.
And stop sign on train.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, the Mirage one I think is super common.
Yeah, that's very common indeed.
Yeah.
It's funny because I think that bench used to be called Get Right a lot, but then in CS:GO and stuff like that, it's labeled differently. There's a fast lobby take. Well, I say fast, but it's a lobby take at least 1 minute on the clock. But eco round for Heroic.
It's good for the sets. Oh, actually no. It's
Ooh.
hurting. It's hurting. Oh,
Yeah.
that was a good eco.
Yeah.
A really good
Yeah.
one.
And I mean, we're off to like an explosive start, like OG with the upper take earlier on. I'm looking forward to seeing more explosive stuff like that from them. I think they do that really, really well. And we're really curious what we'll see in this buy round from Heroic, because I can see Heroic going a bit gambly with their opening CT round, just try to be a bit surprising.
I think so, because they have so many rounds to play with, so you tend to kind of hold up that aggression and being a little bit more unorthodox. But we'll see. It's going to be the first weapon round here. It's a great buy from AWP on Acadian. Yeah. Trying to go down vents, I think, but Monte goes down. Valdez here at the same time. It's an inner bomb side rush, actually. And what a nice hold so far from Heroic. Makes it a 4-on-2 situation.
Yeah, don't want to jump the gun here on the retake. Stown's been smoke spammed. Tess says, oh, the flash in. He doesn't see behind the box. MBK, if Issa was there, he would have got that kill. But he's by Squeaky. Still trading. But no bomb, he can't drop. Oh, does he know that he's dropped behind the site? Oh,
That's nasty. He's got a real chance to win it now as well. Of course, needs to collect the bomb still, which is kind of annoying to have to walk over there.
The problem now is Cadian, so he thinks it's outside player.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Good rotation. Was never going to expect.
Yeah, what's looking doable. But, I mean, let's look at this as well. I mean, look at the team effort from Heroic here, obviously. Nico is the one excelling a little bit, but on the hands of OG, Issa with just landed his 20th kill of the game so far. So if there was one guy that was in the mood to kind of clutch out 1 versus 3, it would have been Issa at that point. There's still a lot of money here at least, so we'll have another good buy here from OG. Mac 10 on NBK, so looking for some map control here with that. He's in lobby at the moment, making his way for outside.
That's a... I don't even know if you know what's going on or not.
Yeah, normally with the Mac 10s, you tend to see a little bit more of a faster play, but he's holding this like he would as a regular default.
I think they want to do a split, but yeah,
What's this, Molly? Heaven or like?
heaven. That one's heaven.
Okay. Yeah, it's similar. Heroic ran a similar round where they had Nico behind main, right? And they were setting up for an A play there. And then bailed down vent, but it looked like this. They have 2 behind main, crawling outside. Will Nico see them? Will he stop them? Tessus gets mollied. He drops in. Good play.
Oh, you've got to love the molly plays there. Forcing Tessus to go wide there out of that position. They can't hide. Ooh, trade's looking a little bit difficult to find there for MBK at least. Caden up top as well. OG have the opportunity to reset this. I think the bomb is under their control right now, over by Squeaky. So MBK is in a forward position, waiting for a peek, seeing if he can find something. But 20 seconds now to go. Cadian catches MBK, and it's up to Valde. We know Valde is always good for a clutch. Has the bomb as well, but he's most likely going to be committed now to going lower.
Oh,
I was
So smart.
outplayed.
I saw the rotation going down.
Yeah, I saw it too. I said, no way, the time is going to be there as well. And even if he didn't, yeah, and even if he didn't get in there, obviously, like just in such a great position as well to just be very fast on that flank once the bomb was going down.
Felt like OG definitely waited too long on top site. They could have just dropped. They had so much ample opportunity to just go vent, just drop after they trade to 2-2. But
the thing is,
around.
he had the chance, but he didn't react as fast enough. Because I had the same situation in the game against Cloud9, and like the second that my teammate died on A, I knew that like both players were close, and I just jumped down and B was clear. And he didn't think about it, just went through. I mean, he could win the round.
Yeah. Now it's just pistols. Got the smokes down. Nico not spraying. We do have a drop though. It's Tessus in secret.
So there's a round for the CGs. They don't need. If they like lose some guns, they're gonna be broke.
It's down, not Tessus. I can't read.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a really hard angle. I like it when they walk into it because people don't often check that, and they walk in, you insta headshot them. But if they run it, if they hard clear that angle, yeah, you miss your chance, and then you have to swing, but it's too late.
Depends on the situation. I mean, if that was the type in the round that if they are going lower, you know they're gonna be jumping.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I feel like it's kind of the same argument you make if you're an opper and you know trying to shoot the guy that jumps always versus holding the gun and expecting another guy to peek. I did make the same argument there. If you don't try and kind of align your aim with the guy that's jumping, you try and go for the second kill instead. Maybe you can get 2.
Look at
yeah,
Alexi.
it's the same thing on overpass by A long. That one-off spot that people play. It's like one of those things of like it's a one and done. You get 1 kill, but you get traded if there's no teammates, and that's very much the same position there.
No way Borup breezes. Alexi's just walked the entire round outside to hell into ramp. Borup doubles up. They don't even know about Tessus. That's a done round. What a read by Borup. Alexi, they play that entire round around him. He has so much room. And the second he gets to ramp, Borup 180s. Sad.
He went from outside?
Yeah, he went through outside. Walked through garage, went hell, ramp B. He waited till the smokes faded.
Poor guy.
Yeah. OG, this is falling flat right now on the T side. We need something. Heroic are getting closer and closer. This is one of their few remaining buy rounds. Alexi running out the door. Oh dear, he's stuck in the smoke. Waits for the flash, and they're all blind. But so is he, off of a second flash. So that have to be trades. MBK gets 1. Alexi follows up, and it's looking good.
I don't even think they're going to try for this anymore. Maybe. But there's not a lot of money on Heroic here. That's a great execute from OG. Yeah, they're...
I mean, he knows what is what.
Yeah. I was going to say, normally when rounds like this, maybe it's the same for you, Vinny. You say, if we get a kill early, let's go for it. And obviously, you're very much go for it, right? Bomb's not even down as well at the same time. So now it's a 2-on-2 situation. Very winnable here if you're Heroic.
The thing is that it depends on, I mean, it's not about the numbers and more about like how the round's going. He knew about the 100% the info about 1, so they have flash. I mean, this is a winnable round. Someone is doing the Easter box. Yeah.
Ooh.
I love that, Vinny. The Isabox, it's already happening. Nicely done from Onto. Oh, they clear it though. They're aware. Oh man.
Valdi needed to win that
Yeah.
with how this game's going.
And it's a big round to win too, because the money's gone now for Heroic. And OG have been running these upper rushes quite a lot, and which we were talking about earlier. And it's all about like breaking the opponent's economy, right? And finally, they've finally gotten there. And I don't know, man, those upper rushes, it feels like that's really been their best chance. But it's been so back and forth that it's hard to rely on at the same time. They're going to go for the rush here in the anti-eco. Kind of like this, but it is so scary, honestly, to watch because of stuff like that. LexiB goes down the vent.
The vents was like an easy run.
Yeah,
And
they
the
didn't hear it.
wall box.
Oh, Cadian moving to red. Can he cross in time? There's a bit of a gap, but he plays behind the smoke. That's a good shot. Bomb in the open,
Yeah,
and everyone's here. Heroic are chasing this.
Oh god, this is scary. Oh my god, it's so scary.
Wow.
Bart with another one.
He knows too.
Next to him.
The
LexiB,
read.
he has to be perfect there.
Oh, one bullet.
One
What?
bullet. He gets a bullet in. Almost.
Now
giving it
might
another
they go B? They killed a lower player. Do they go B? Ooh.
I think it takes too long. I like this from OG of just pacing themselves a little bit, because I think the tendency here is that you tend to have, especially when he's not dying, you tend to have that guy go down lower. So not sure if we'll see OG go down lower here anymore. Might just be LexiB trying to clear, but yeah.
I think they will.
It
That's
might be easier to play the
50-50.
trades.
Can Alexi get a real gun, or does he not? Does he not want it? He knows they're on eco.
Back is better.
Not much
China's
time.
kind of-
They're gonna-
Yeah.
They
They make the right read though, at least.
Yeah.
So
It's
we
good
obviously know that with the time, but yeah. I like it though. Normally, you can make the argument there. If they get the kill on board up and they just rush down, yeah, I mean, Tess is obviously in a great position, but just a slow and steady wins the race. Obviously, 50-50% chance at that point.
Oh, what's happening?
Oh, he's
it's not over just yet, guys.
No!
That doesn't make sense. Come on, man.
Oh,
What is going
oh,
on?
they paused that up.
I think the OG players look like they're AFK.
They thought the window
That's
break
so
was from on the ground.
Did Valdi, because Valdi hears him running, does Valdi think he's secret?
Yeah.
He didn't seem ready.
Because the window break.
Oh my god, no way. Look at Valdi,
no.
right? Look at how he reacts to this info.
Yeah.
He's so loud. Valdi's his knife
my
out.
God.
Oh
my
dear.
God.
Dude, that's so weird though, because like obviously the footsteps are literally to your left and not underneath.
Yeah. It's the glass, you're right, Vinny. I think that is the bait that gets
That's
it. I mean, not even Tessis.
I mean, I don't think it was a bait from Tessis.
No, sorry, not like a purposeful bait, but it confused him. It confused him. Tessis is like, yeah, this is done. I've lost. I'm just running. And hey, take that round out of nowhere. Triple Mac 10. Look at the grenades. Still 2 kills for OG. They have ramp. They can go lower. Oh.
It's a good kill. It's nice as well. They've been exploding upper so much. It's kind of cool to see, like, at the same timing now they're mixing it up, exploding ramp instead. And if you're heroic, you got to be super afraid of the fast upper timings. So it does feel like there then becomes all these openings around ramp. Like the ramp is not going to be as defended. Possibly outside as well. Like because if you're in heroic shoes, you're like, okay, well, obviously upper is the thing that they are exploiting the most. So in the rush timing, whether that's the timing that they're exploiting it, we're going to have to make sure that we can defend that. So OG's starting to use some of those openings, and once again we're on pistols. But honestly, heroic with pistols, it's been good enough in some of these cases.
As we've learned, yeah. And OG the hard way. Do they want to flash through this smoke? One flash on Cadian. We see that sometimes from heroic. 2 players are playing it.
Oh,
Big gap. Oh no, they're getting crunched.
Oh, the flash. No.
Oh my god, they're getting so stuck outside here. One thing that's really rough about like getting stuck outside like this is that if it's so hard to gain position when you've lost 1 or 2 players, and there's just so many open angles to get just peeked by. Big kill from MBK. And it's hard to convert the position outside where they are to anything that's threatening. The CTs will always have a lot of time to react, to reposition ahead of you. So resetting into lobby. It's a good move from OG here. 3 versus 3.
They need to clear everything pretty much.
Oh,
okay.
Man.
He was secret earlier, so that's quite a rotate. Oh dear. That might even send them down B.
They won't even move
That
his
could be an
defense.
option.
They're not going for it.
Oh,
Oh
15.
god.
Oh god.
This is so scary, so tense. That's just, oh, he's planning to go down. Nice shot from Mantu, but it's up to Valde now. Nice off angle, actually. This is a beautiful off angle.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the right eye peek. He's got all that distance against the left. Like, that's a genius angle right there.
That's a full eco just to have a little time to breathe.
Yeah, this is really what we talk about, like the potential of going 30 rounds or even, you know, a potential of 16-14 for OG or overtime. Very much best case here for him. It's going to be 1 save only, but even for next round for Heroic, you'd argue that they're not going to have the buy that they probably want.
They have 1 flash. That's a big rush. No, big pop. How many is he killing before he's going down? 2?
Ooh, yeah, I was going to say maybe... Yeah, okay. I don't want to say the same as you, though. I'll say 3.
Okay.
2.5.
Yeah, that works as well.
That's what I wanted to say, actually, but I'm like... What? Oh,
no!
Smoke goes down, he checks right instead and just gets run over. 4-on-4 now. They have an AK, and we talk about the potential buy for next, and you'd argue that they want to save this AK. It's not going to be full sets of utilities on across the board here from Heroic, so...
That's a good angle to be. No, just start walking. And he's dead. One more chance to save the AK.
Yeah, that's... He has to run towards the bomb if he's going to want to try and save this. As I say that, though, he gets get killed on Alexa B. Valdez here. Nice crispy shot from Cadian. And that's great. He drops that. He can buy the AWP. Yeah.
Yeah, you got the because of the 2 kills. Actually 3. You got a 1k extra. That wasn't worth.
Oh, he didn't. Just playing
I
rifle,
didn't go
saving
up.
it.
Yeah. I mean,
Get it later.
I can see it because they've been hitting in the bomb site, and Cadian has been forced to try and retake with an AWP every single time. So maybe it's a decision that he makes, and he actually goes aggressive at that as well. So I like this change of pace from Heroic.
Oh,
why people are playing there?
I don't know. It's like, is that the new Issa box, or we should call it something else now?
Alexi died there earlier, yeah.
The death block.
Cadian! There's no one lobby. It's big info.
Oh my God,
Teslas
that was
kills
great.
another outside. They are screwed.
I'm gonna whiff that for sure. For the shooting. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, that was a clean round. I don't know how, but it was.
Caught
Very
throwing
scrappy.
nades.
I feel like when Cadian kind of pushed lobby there, it forces OG to just make a decision to go out, but
Like for outside. That was the winning info.
and look at the money here from OG for the potential last round of the first map here. It's not great. We do have potentially, if Mountain wants to get an AWP, he can. Alexi B is broke. It's a $750 to his name. Yeah, look at this. What?
They're
Why?
broke.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say MBK. He's just a little bit slow. He's dropping. They're still talking about a buy. They're still in spawn, some of them, and Mount is still here in lobby. Miscommunication. We talked about the I talked about the whole thing with the English communication stuff like that, and I do think that that's really probably still a problem for OG. Most likely better now than it was before, but it takes a while.
And this was definitely a pause. I mean, they just lost a guy because of that. They're talking about it.
Yeah, now they're pissed.
See, they don't know how to go. What the hell?
And it's
No,
that
no.
they've left. This is what Vinny was talking about as well, affording to leave, ramp area. We see as well, Caden is already down lower behind Silo there as well, so they've completely left ramp by themselves. It's kind of fake map control, so to speak. Sure, you can go down lower here, you can go under heaven, but positions like this is obviously very hard to kind of clear, especially knowing that OG doesn't have any Molotovs left.
I'm gonna give you a double kill in this position.
You get 2 kills there? Okay. With only 39? I don't know. I still think one.
Glass, hold like double, so see.
Oh, that's the one. Oh no, okay.
Nice. Oh, he's staying alive now. They get close though.
Perfect round.
All right, Vinny's done for today. You can round up the bags. 4 on 2 now. Bomb's not planted yet. 20 seconds left, and Alexi B is trying to even grab the bomb, and he's just surrounded now at this point. Gets the first, but he still has to get the bomb down. Not gonna happen. 16-12 in favor of Heroic on map 1.
Poor
Perfect round.
Alexi. He drops the Galil there to grab an AK, and he picks up another Galil. So not really the best.
That's gaming.
That says it all. Well, there you have it. 16-12 is the first map score on this best of 3. Heroic winning Nuke. I think that's expected. And moving into the next map, they've got to be feeling really good about themselves. What did you guys make of this overall? Did this meet expectations?
Yes.
I think so. I think that, what was it, Dan that said if Heroic were to win this, they need to win 3 maps. So getting the first map here on
maybe.
Was it Hugo?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I still think it's going 3. I still think it's going 3.
I mean, yeah. So what do you think, Vinny, to round it off here?
Yeah, I mean, that was the Heroic pick. Definitely, like, they were going to win that. I think the surprise is going to be fair with you guys. And I'm not going to be here, but
You think Heroic's going to win?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be messy, but Heroic's going to win.
Okay. I guess we're gonna find out. But yeah, to Vinny's point here, he's not gonna be joining us for map number 2. We are getting another guest though, so stay with us. We'll be taking a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with map 2.